My husband Noel Seifert left my paralyzed mom home alone to go on a trip with Brianna Bridgers, his childhood friend and mom's nurse. My mom begged her son-in-law for help, but he just ignored her. When I came back from a business trip, I found out mom was gone. A heart attack had taken her while she was all alone. I was grieving and furious when I called Noel. But he didn't even sound sorry, just annoyed. I was only gone for a few days with Rian. Are you serious right now? Your mom's been lying in bed for 2 years and didn't die. But now that we're not home, all of a sudden, you're saying she's dead. That was it for me. I wanted nothing more than a divorce. And suddenly, he was sorry. The day after mom's funeral, Noel came back, with Brianna. I went to mom's room to pack her things, and just as I opened the door, I heard a startled gasp, followed by the sound of someone scrambling to their feet. There my husband was, standing awkwardly in the living. On the couch behind him were scattered pieces of lingerie and their half-unpacked luggage. Brianna scrambled to cover herself, her cheeks turning bright red. And Nellie, I had a sore shoulder, so I asked Noel to give me a massage. Don't get the wrong idea, okay, her words were innocent enough, but the way she casually tucked her hair behind her ear revealed something shiny on her wrist. I couldn't be wrong. It was mom's wristwatch. The one she never took off. Suddenly, the image of mom's struggling face flashed in my mind. Right at that moment, fury erupted in my chest as I lunged forward, grabbing Brianna's wrist and screaming, "This is mom's wristwatch. Why are you wearing it? What did you do to her?" She screamed and tried to pull away, clinging to Noel like a kid. "Noel, help me, Cornelia. What the fuck are you doing? Let her go." Noel shouted as he grabbed my arm, trying to pull me back. But I wouldn't let go. Suddenly, he grabbed a fistful of my hair and yanked me away, shoving me so hard that I crashed onto the table. He yelled, "You're insane. Get the hell out of here." My head hit the corner, making my vision blur. I reached out, managing to grab Brianna's leg. But she kicked me away, crying, "I'm sorry, Nellie. I shouldn't have gone on the trip with Noel. Please, don't scare me like this again, Cornelia. Stop this nonsense." Noel snapped. "I only took Rian on that trip because I made a promise. She's been taking care of your mom for so long, she deserved a break. Don't act like you're the victim here. If you go crazy like this again, you better take your mom out of my house." Blood ran down my face, mixing with my tears, but I refused to give in. I was trembling as I tried to get up, whispering, "Give it back. That's mom's wristwatch. Give it back to me." "You're not listening to me." Noel ripped the watch off Brianna's wrist and held it high in the air. His eyes burned with rage as he spat, "You better apologize to Rian, or I'll smash this fucking wristwatch." "Noel, don't." Brianna clung to his arm, but her eyes glinted with something cruel. Then, with a soft, pitiful voice, she said, "Nellie didn't mean it. I know she just misunderstood me. But I don't really mind as long as you guys aren't fighting." "Rian, you're too kind," Noel said, pulling her closer. "That's why she keeps doing this to you. You worked so hard taking care of her mom, and she doesn't even appreciate it. Now she's attacking you over some stupid watch. No, this time she's going to learn her lesson." He glared down at me, disgust written all over his face. "Listen, Cordelia, this is your last chance. Say you're sorry, or I'll smash this stupid wristwatch into pieces." I could barely breathe. My chest felt tight, and my ears buzzed like I was underwater. Humiliated and broken, I forced the words out of my mouth. "Be Brianna, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that to you. Please, forgive me, Noel, I'm sorry. Please, just give me the wristwatch back." My voice cracked as I swallowed my pride. In the 3 years we'd been married, I'd never once lowered myself like this to him until now. He seemed pleased, stroking Brianna's hair as he asked, "What do you think? Happy now?" Brianna nodded sweetly, taking the watch. Then, she walked toward me. "Nellie, why cause such a scene? Noel cares about you. If you'd just listen to him, he wouldn't treat you badly." She crouched down in front of me, leaning in close, flashing a smile only I could see, a silent, taunting smirk. Then, she gasped dramatically, stumbling back with an innocent look. "Nellie, I was only trying to help you too. How could you say something so hurtful, Cornelia?" Noel's face darkened, his voice sharp. "You're still acting out right in front of me." He grabbed the watch from Brianna's hand and threw it to the floor as he snarled, "I gave you a chance." I froze, staring at the shattered watch on the ground. My chest tightened as I scrambled to pick up the pieces, clutching them in my hands. Tears blurred my vision, and my voice cracked as I cried out, "This was mom's. It's the only thing she left me, the only thing. You're really still going on about this?" Noel scoffed. "You couldn't handle us being gone for a few days, so you're trying to guilt-trip me by telling us your mom's gone? And you call yourself a good daughter, huh? I can't believe you actually said anything to make me feel bad, Cordelia." "It's sickening." "Exactly," Brianna chimed in. "The day we left, Auntie even called and joked about her chest hurting. I know she just wanted us to come back. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you told her to do it. My mom had a heart condition." My voice shook as I yelled, and tears streamed down my face. "She called you for help. But you just ignored her. And by the time I got home, God, my mom's already gone." The memory from the security cam footage burned fresh in my mind, mom's faint cries for help from behind a locked door. She was crying for help, but no one came to save her. By the time I broke the lock, all I found was her lifeless body curled on the floor in agony, her nails cracked from scratching the floor. My husband and Brianna locked my disabled mom in that room to die so they could fulfill some childhood promise to each other. Cornelia, do you even realize how much Rian has sacrificed for your mom these past months? Noelle's voice was cold. I just wanted to take Rian out for a few days to unwind. Is it really necessary for you to make such a scene? And break the door? You think doing this will make me believe your stupid lies? He laughed bitterly. You. And your mom? Ugh, liars, the both of you. Brianna told me your mom was faking her paralysis. How long were you planning to keep fooling me? Huh, I'd heard this accusation before. Back then, I argued, begged him to trust me, and told him to bring in doctors if he didn't believe me. But he just snapped, why would I believe you over Rian? She's a professional nurse with no reason to lie. She's not like you. You'll say anything to get me to support your mom, even if it meant letting her fake paralysis for 2 years. You're unbelievable. Now, standing there, hearing it again, I didn't even have the strength to fight. Oh, how hilarious and sad it was. I quietly picked up the broken pieces of mom's watch and put them in my pocket. Without saying a word, I turned to the master bedroom and went to pack my things. 3 years of this marriage had drained me. The mistrust, the accusations, and the constant uphill battle, it was over. Mom was gone, and I had nothing left to hold on to. Not long after, Brianna walked into the room, her voice soft but pointed. Cornelia, where's Auntie? She's still my patient, you know. I ignored her, continuing to pack. But that nut suddenly knelt in front of me, her voice trembling like she was on the verge of tears. Cornelia, please. Auntie's safety is important. You wouldn't hide her somewhere, right? Right? What if? What if something happens to her?